Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know how we're always talking about getting the most out of our tech?
Mm-hmm.
Well, today we're focusing on something many of us use without even thinking about it.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
The escape key.
Oh, the escape key.
That little key in the corner of your keyboard.
Yeah, I use it all the time, but honestly, I probably don't even use half of its potential.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to uncover today.
Sure.
This deep dive is all about going beyond just closing those annoying pop-up ads.
Ha! Yeah, those are the worst.
We're going to really explore all the ways the escape key can make us more efficient, like way more efficient, computer users.
I'm ready to become an escape key power user.
So first things first,
Okay.
our sources all agree on the escape key's most basic function.
The classic closing stuff.
Exactly, exiting or canceling operations.
Right.
It's kind of like a digital safety net,
Surely.
Imagine you're like typing away in a document and you accidentally hit a shortcut.
Oh, and suddenly you've changed the font to something crazy.
Exactly. Or you've launched the wrong program.
Yeah, it happens to me more than I'd like to admit.
Bam. Hit that escape key.
Whew, crisis averted.
It's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
It's true. It brings you back to a safe space.
So I guess you could say it's all about giving us, the users, more control, right?
Absolutely. And it's a great example of how software design has evolved to be more user-friendly.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more about that.
Well, think about it. In the old days of computers, like with those command line interfaces, one wrong command could really mess things up.
Oh, yeah, I've heard stories.
But the escape key, it kind of represents a shift towards a more forgiving approach to computing.
So it's like saying, hey, it's okay to make mistakes. You have a way out.
Exactly. It encourages exploration and experimentation without the fear of completely breaking something.
I like that. Makes me feel less anxious about trying new things.
That's the point. It's all about empowering the user.
Now, one of our sources mentioned dialog boxes in relation to the escape key.
Right, dialog boxes.
And to be honest, I sometimes get a little confused by all those different pop-up windows.
I get it. There are a lot of them.
Could you maybe break it down for us?
Sure. So dialog boxes are those windows that pop up and basically demand your attention before you can continue.
Okay, yeah, like when you try to print something.
Exactly. You get that print dialog box where you choose your printer, how many copies you want, and all that.
Or sometimes you get those error messages that like force you to click OK before you can do anything else.
Yes, those are all examples of dialog boxes. Some are modal, which means they completely block you from doing anything else until you deal with them.
Ah, I see.
And then there are non-modal ones, which let you switch between the dialog box and the main window.
So does that mean the escape key works differently depending on whether it's a modal or non-modal dialog box?
Exactly. With a modal one, hitting escape will often act like clicking cancel.
Okay, so it closes the box without actually doing anything.
Right, but in a non-modal dialog box, escape might just close the box without necessarily stopping whatever process was happening in the background.
That's good to know. So sometimes you need to be a little more careful, I guess.
Yeah, it's all about context. But in general, it's safe to think of the escape key as your quick exit from a dialog box.
Awesome. Now, there was another cool thing I learned from our sources.
What's that?
The escape key is also a super handy way to close menus and drop-downs.
Oh, you mean like when you accidentally open a huge menu and it's like covering half the screen?
Exactly. Instead of carefully clicking somewhere else, you just hit escape.
Boom, it's gone.
Yeah, it's such a time saver.
And it's one of those little things that reinforces the escape key's role as a universal get me out of here tool.
I like that. Universal.
It promotes consistency across different programs so you don't have to learn a different command for every app.
Consistency is key. It makes things so much easier.
It really does. And think about it, you navigate through menus all the time,
All
right?
time.
Using the escape key to quickly close them can really add up in terms of save time and effort.
It's like those little seconds you save with keyboard shortcuts.
Exactly. They may seem small, but over time they made a big difference in your overall workflow.
It's all about optimizing, right?
Absolutely.
I have to admit, I've definitely taken the escape key for granted.
I think we all have.
But after this deep dive, I'm going to be much more mindful of using it.
Me too. It's like a secret weapon we've had all along.
So to wrap things up, it seems like the escape key is much more than just a way to close annoying pop-ups.
Right.
It's a powerful tool that gives us more control, streamlines our workflow, and even reflects how software has evolved to be more user-friendly.
It's a testament to how design has shifted to empower the user.
Absolutely. So what's the big takeaway for our listeners today?
I'd say pay attention to how often you reach for your mouse when you could be using the escape key instead.
Yeah, make it a habit.
It's a small change that can have a big impact on your digital life.
Totally agree. And it leaves us with something to think about.
Oh, go on.
As software keeps evolving and changing, will the escape key remain as relevant as it is today?
That's a good one.
Or will we find new ways to interact with our computers that make it obsolete?
That's a question worth pondering.
It is. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive.
My pleasure. Always a great time exploring these tech topics.
Until next time.
See you then.